Hello everybody, Mark here, and it's Christmas Eve, 10 minutes till midnight, and what I'm doing, I'm making some dinner. What it is, it's going to be one of these. You've seen these before, the chicken mini roast. It comes with, actually this is the mini roast, but the one I actually cooked was the Hunter's chicken. It comes with a sachet of Hunter's barbecue sauce, which I'm not using. I'm going to use gravy instead. So, but what I've done is identical to this: 2 chicken breasts, some bacon. Actually, this one has some sausages and stuffing, but the one I've used doesn't. So anyway, I'll put this back. Oh, also what I did, to go along with it, I've done a boatload of these potatoes. I've had them in the oven. They've taken about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. I've used the old trays that you've seen me use before. The ones that I use, you know, the chicken dinner comes in. I've used those. There's a different shape one, but I put them in there, put them in the oven. Comes out, you know, as a baking tray. But what you do you have to hold, if you hold these up to the light when they're dry and clean, if you can see little dots of, if you hold on to the light, you can see the light come through them if they want it, because eventually they start to develop the odd hole here and there, which can be a bit of a problem if you're using a tray. They can, you know, you'll leak the fat. But yeah, it's easy enough. They last a while, but not forever. Okay, so we've got the chicken in the oven. It's just about a minute away. I've already done the potatoes. They're heating up in the microwave. I've already done the veg. A bunch of Brussels, some broccoli, some sweet corn, some peas, some mixed veg with some carrots in it. That's heating up. The water from the vegetables I'm going to be using for the gravy. Okay, I'll turn this off. Now what I've done is four heaped teaspoons, it says, of granules and half a pint of water, which I'm going to pour into this now. There. Okay, now, yeah, so 4 heaped teaspoons of gravy granules, half a pint of water, which I've used. The water's from the vegetables, which really does give it a good flavour. If you just use regular water, it's not quite as nice, but you really do get the flavour of the veg. I'll give that a mix. All right, that'll just take a moment. Oop, Jesus. All right, splash some gravy there. Okay, so we've got let me just give that a steaming up there. Okay, we've got a plate full of potatoes, roast potatoes, which are nice and crispy. They're coated in their own oil, right? So in the tray they melt, and then every now and again you take it out, take a spoon and recover them. You don't have to add any extra oil, and the usual veg there. Okay, so last thing is the chicken. I took some advice off of somebody. Normally what I would do is just chop this up into little tiny pieces, but somebody suggested that that's what's causing it to really dry out. So what I've done, I cooked it whole, and it's only at the last minute that I cut it up with a spoon into fair-sized chunks, not the usual tiny pieces. Just so it'll cook in the, it'll evenly cook. Okay, so yeah, so I want it to evenly cook but not dry out too much. Okay, so I'm gonna transfer this over to the big plate. There's a bit of, yeah, I've had these potatoes before. They're actually very nice. They do go very crunchy. Okay, right, that's that. Now this tray can be, once it's, in a while, I'll wash this out, scrub it out with a brush, and it'll be good for the next roast dinner. Either potatoes, or I'll cook some meat in there, or it's just good as an all. Oh, nearly forgot the gravy there. It's just very handy, because they actually sell those in the pound shop, which is a bit of a waste. Why pay for them when they're giving them away? Okay. So there we go. Bit of gravy. Now I'll tell you what, if you've ever had gravy and you've made it with, you'll notice if you go to a carvery quite a lot, they'll have several different types of gravy. Onion gravy, vegetable gravy, meat gravy, that kind of thing. And I've got I've got another pack of gravy granules I got from a pound store, and that's onion gravy. And I'm not sure which the type I've used. Actually, type I use is this one. Gravy granules, just had boiling water. I think it's just regular. Anyway, but yeah, if you put water, from the onions, or any kind of water that has food in it that you've mixed, that you've cooked with it, that's the key. Okay, we've got the usual, we'll call that broccoli. Yeah, the way I do the vegetables is just put it in a pan with some water, bring it to the boil, and just boil it up, It kind of makes the vegetables soft. I do like the Brussels sprouts as well. I mean, not the best tasting veg in the world, but they're good for you. Okay, but the potato. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is really good. The potatoes are crispy and crunchy, which they do because of the amount of fat that they've had on there. They're coated in it and then frozen, and then of course it all melts when it goes in the oven. But when you take it out, spoon it over the lot, and then it gets recoated again, and then put it back in the oven. Yeah, and you end up with a crispy, crunchy potatoes. What I did, I cooked them because the timing was quite difficult. I cooked the potatoes first because I needed to get them out of the oven to put the meat in there. So I had to reheat them in the oven, and what I did all the veg as well. Put that with the potato and just had it on standby. Let me tell you, this is actually very good. I think what I'll do now, I can't remember who it was. They suggested not cutting the meat up into tiny, tiny pieces, which is what I always used to do. I'll take that person's, whoever it was. I'm sure they know who they are. I'll just cut it up into, big chunks, but only after it's sort of fairly cooked. It really does seem to keep the moisture. And then, of course, what with the gravy. I got given that tub of gravy granules, but normally I just go for a shop brand of everything I get. It's cheaper and it's probably normally just as good. Anyway, so this is my Christmas Eve / Christmas Day dinner. It's like, it'd be about, it was 10 minutes to midnight when I started the tape. Well, tomorrow, or at least in a few hours, Christmas Day, I might well make another vid. I'll see if I can come up with something slightly different. I got a big turkey joint from the Co-op. They're doing a special, 7 items for £10. It's almost a kilo of frozen turkey in a silver tray, aluminium tray. bag of potatoes, bag of sprouts, bag of peas, bag of, what do they call them, turnips, that's 5. Oh, I forgot to do the Yorkshire puddings. Right, that's 6, and a Viennetta ice cream, 7, all for a tenner. So I'm gonna have to find a way. I don't know how. Yeah, I really want to get that thing cut in half. That way I don't have to cook the whole thing. I have to see if I can find something to cut it in half with. Something else, you know. Anyway, there you have it. That's my Christmas Eve dinner. So, and that's roughly how I put it together. But yeah, I mean, it actually is very, very simple. You know, it's just a pain in the ass, because I've got a small oven, that mini oven, so I can only cook one thing at a time. You know, had to do the potatoes first, but that's fine. You just, when they're done, take them out. You just reheat them later in the microwave when the other ingredients are done. Anyway, there you have it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.